Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and any parents and guardians that are also watching along. This is Miss Patterson and
Miss Felix.
And we are wishing you a happy whatever day of the week it is that you are watching this. But we hope that you all are doing well and feeling safe and enjoying your time with your family. As we've been working on all week, we are currently diving into describing characters in a play. Our goal this week is to not only be able to describe the character and their traits, but also the motivation behind why they do the things that they do. Whether it's why they say the things that they say, think the way that they think, or feel the way that they feel. Our goal is to be able to look back at our drama or our plays and to be able to find that evidence in there or that backup, that support to prove that each of these characters have these specific traits. So as promised from our last video, I said that we would show you an example of what we were looking for in your short response to the treasure. We began by reading through our writing prompt. It wanted us to write a short description of Iris's character traits, as well as to include details from the drama that helped you identify what she is like. So here's our sample response. It says that Iris is competitive, determined, fearful, and upset. She wants to win the treasure hunt, so she talks her brother into staying later than they should. She shows that she is competitive when she says, "We can't let Victor and Elsa beat us." It seems like she would do anything to find the treasure. The stage direction and dialogue suggest that Iris is upset when the map blows into a tree. Her determination shows when she climbs a tree to get the map, even though she is afraid of heights. So this is an example of our sample response because it not only provides those 4 different character traits that she's competitive, determined, fearful, and upset, but then it goes deeper and finishes out our writing prompt by including details. Sorry about the interruption there. As I was saying, they dive in further by showing you the different details from the text. So that's what makes this such a strong paragraph for a short response, because not only did it tell you her traits, but it went back into the text and found you the proof. It gave you examples of different dialogue that she used, as well as stage directions, the different things that she did with her body that also back it up. So that's what we did yesterday, but on to today. Today we have a new story for you all to read that's going to really break this down and see if you all truly understand how to describe characters from a play. The play that we're going to be reading today is called William Tell, and it's adapted from a Swiss folk tale. So that's one of the genres that we learned about this year. So we know that a folktale usually is going to teach us some sort of lesson, have some sort of theme. But this is about William Tell and his son. So let's get started. I'm only going to read part of it, and then you all are going to finish it out because, as we said, good readers are those who practice reading frequently. Number 1, setting. We're at a busy marketplace in Altdorf, Switzerland. 2, William. "Come, my son. I have sold the cowhides. Now we must buy the things your mother has asked us to get." 3, Albert. "Yes, father. And what about a toy for little Louis?" 4, William. "You are a good boy to remember your little brother." 5, Officer. "Stop, man! Why do you not salute the cap of your king?" The officer points to a pole. On top is a cloth cap. It belongs to the Austrian king who has conquered Switzerland. 6, William. "I love my country, but I refuse to honor the Austrian king who forces suffering upon my people." 7, Officer. "Then I'll arrest you as a traitor. What is your name?" 8, William, who is standing tall. William Tell. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I want you all to take over from where it says line 9 and read from what the officer's response is until the end at line number 18. When you're done, we're going to come back together and discuss this. All right, hopefully you paused the video because that truly was not enough time for you to finish reading. If you need some more time, go ahead and pause the video and come back to us, but please complete reading the story of William Tell. What you should have gotten from it is that this play is about William Tell. He's a proud and kind man who's placed in a very difficult situation. When an officer threatens the lives of William and his son, William must shoot an apple off of Albert's head to save them both. William succeeds, and he and his son are set free. So that's a brief summary of what you all should have just gotten from the story of William Tell. But I want to make sure that you all truly did understand what you read. So I want you to answer the following questions. How does William Tell make the officer angry? I hope you said something along the lines of he refuses to salute the cap of his king, the Austrian king, that he says makes people suffer. So he refused to salute the cap of the king. What does the officer do with William Tell's son? Now, if you truly understood the story, you should have realized that he ties the son up to a tree. He puts, or has someone else put, an apple on top of the boy's head. Now, why does William Tell shoot the arrow? William is essentially forced to shoot an arrow to get an apple off of his son's head because the officer says that William and his son will die if William refuses to do so. So he was forced to do this. And then how does the play end overall? You are absolutely correct if you said that William takes the shot and splits the apple in half. The officer honors his word and then frees William and his son. Great job, everyone. That shows us that you guys are able to comprehend the text that you just read. But we have a few more steps to do. So if you keep going through your packet, the very next part says think. It wants you to use what you learned from reading the drama to respond to the following question. Now we notice very quickly that this question has two parts. It is a part A question and a part B. As we've learned in class, your goal is to do your best on part A because if you get the correct answer there, you're likely going to have a correct answer for part B. So let's read part A. Which phrase best describes a character trait of the officer? So remember when we see the word best, there are usually more than one correct answer in our choices A, B, C, and D. But we want the one that describes him the most accurately or the best. And we're trying to describe his character trait. Remember, we've been talking about this word all week. So we're trying to think of a way that we can describe the quality of his character, a way that he is unique from the other characters in the story. So how is the officer different from William and from his son? We have the options of A, he is sly but fair-minded. B, the officer is heartless and cruel. C, the officer is bossy but friendly. Or D, the officer is respectful and polite. At this time, please circle the answer that you think is correct. Wonderful. The next part is part B. It wants you to identify 3 lines from what the officer says that best support your answer in part A. The last key part says to write your evidence in the box below. So we need to find 3 different lines that prove what the officer says that will prove that either he is A, sly but fair-mannered, B, heartless and cruel, C, bossy but friendly, or D, respectful and polite. This is going to require you to go back to our drama, to go back to our text. You're looking for 3 examples, 3 sentences directly out of our text that proves that character trait that you selected in part A. Remember to write your evidence in the box. Our goal is to give a very short response, once again, so about a paragraph, that's going to describe how the officer acts. Think about the fact that he forced the father to shoot an apple off of his son's head. What would have happened if the father missed the apple? And know that the officer was willing to take that chance. So think about all of those when you make your selection for part A, as well as when you look for your lines from the text. This is the remainder of your assignment for today. If you need to reread the text at any point, feel free to do so. And once again, and as always, Miss Felix and I are just a Class Dojo message away if you need our help. Good luck, take your time to read, and make sure that every sentence that you write has swag. We'll see you again in our next video. Bye.